Hello, everybody. I'm joined by May, who's Director of AI and NVIDIA for Europe at TD SYNNEX, and we meet Clara, who's the Head of AI Infrastructure at Gcore. Thank you for coming. We had a great day today. You just announced a strategic partnership between the two companies for EMEA. What does this relationship and that announcement mean for you at TD SYNNEX?
Means a great deal. I mean, we're so proud to be joining this partnership with Gcore. I think, we're in 2026 where AI deployments are becoming more mature. We're trying to expand through all of our European footprint and helping partners accelerate in their AI journey. And having Gcore as part of the go-to-market strategy with TD SYNNEX will help our partners accelerate faster with a more reliable and sovereign solution that will help them accelerate to take their products to market faster.
You see, in a way, do you think this is the right time for Gcore and TD SYNNEX to engage together, Clara?
That's a great question, Fabrice. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a very innovative time in this industry, and I think there's a constant pattern with industries of innovation where occasionally you have the market that's a little bit ahead of the industry, and then sometimes you have the industry that's a little ahead of the market. So take, for example, the Concorde aircraft. The market wasn't necessarily ready for a supersonic jet, even though the industry could create it. And we were in this position, I think, with AI some time ago where we could create these powerful chips and accelerate machine learning, but the market was still struggling to find the right use cases. But now we're not seeing that struggle anymore. The use cases have caught up, the market is ready, and we're really seeing a lot of high demand in the industry right now. So I think this is the perfect time to be rolling out this partnership, to be enabling end users to access the infrastructure with our software stack more easily, and with TD to make sure that we really have a broad access on the market. So, right time.
All makes sense. All makes sense. May, next question for you. TD SYNNEX is the number one IT company in the world. Wow, so excited about that. Historically, you're known for delivering hardware solutions, in a sense, even if you started with the cloud solutions a few years ago. How do you see the market evolving these days, right? From hardware to cloud and maybe software. And with AI, what do you think it's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the expansion, the rapid adoption of AI has really made us look more holistically at the partner bases that we're working with and really evolve in how we are helping our partners on their AI journey. And so we're looking at, not just infrastructure, but also providers that provide the software stack so that we can help our partners and end users maximize their AI strategy, maximize their tokens. And to be able to partner with Gcore, it's just a match made in heaven. You have the solution, we've got the broad scale, and we're investing a lot in enablement into our partner base with Destination AI to help us accelerate that journey with them. So it's perfect.
AI is coming to real world of applications. For many years, we were talking about POC and testing. What do you think is the complexity for enterprises from moving to a world of POC testing to full production? And how do you think TD SYNNEX and Gcore are together going to solve those problems?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of enterprise companies, be they public, be they private, what they're looking to do is they're looking to have large amounts of processing capacity, large amounts of GPUs, and they want to manage this efficiently. It takes years to develop the kind of software stack that can help monitor and monetize and manage this AI infrastructure. It also takes a large swath of engineering expertise. And what Gcore can do with our software stack and really promote it with TD SYNNEX is allow companies to get to the go-to-market faster, to skip that step. They have this software that's ready to monitor. They have a UI that's easy for their end users. They have billing capabilities that makes it easier to monetize. And they can deploy this easily, make it available in 3 clicks for their end users. And so that's really what we're doing here and excited to roll out.
Speed to market is everything right now. How does the partnership we have together help TD SYNNEX bring those solutions to the market and to your customers?
I think it's not a mystery at the moment that the market is looking at very constrained hardware lead times. And I think partners are looking at alternative ways to help their customers, scale faster, get to production faster, and they need solutions where they can do that. And I think Gcore fits in that jigsaw piece completely in helping the partners to take a solution in midst of this lead time constraints and hardware constraints and help them get to productions faster and more faster ROI.
Thank you, mate. Well, the big claim for Gcore is that we can provide that software solution in 3 clicks. What does it mean in reality?
Essentially, what we're doing is we have a software that's kind of sits with hypervisors on top of these large amounts of GPUs, and it allows us to give the end user access to a portal. And through this portal, they can see, all of the hardware that's available to them, the regions where they're located. We can even have a model marketplace where they can choose what they would like to have run on that hardware. And it truly is a matter of selecting the region, selecting the flavor, so the model that you'd like to have, selecting storage and compute, and then deploying. So it really truly is a matter of 3 clicks, something that used to take months, if not years, to create. Now 3 clicks and go to market faster, go to market speed. That translates directly into revenue. So we're excited to be able to provide that functionality.
Thanks, Clara. So, today the announcement is about delivering the first partnership to a small number of countries. A big one for Europe, like France and Germany and the UK and a couple of others. I think what's important is that Gcore is a European-based company. What does sovereignty means to TD SYNNEX and your customers?
Yeah, I think especially in the current climate, there's no bigger emphasis than sovereign AI. Every nation state, even though we're all together in the European Union, I think every nation state is looking to develop their own sovereign AI, and having a trusted partner like Gcore that we can work with that would enable confidence into our partners to walk into, public tenders or government requirements with confidence is something that is really needed today. And it's not just the public sector business, but also into the enterprise, very regulated industries like banking, financial services, etc. So it's really, really crucial today that we consider sovereign AI as a priority.
So those customers, you're talking about sovereignty. Of course, some of the customers we are addressing are evolving into a highly regulated sectors and working on mission-critical workloads. How can Gcore and how can everywhere AI software help those customers move into these complex developers?
Sure. So sovereignty in this industry, for me, what it means is, and for these industries, what it means is it being able to choose where your data is being processed, choose where your data is being stored. And oftentimes that's going to mean on-prem deployments, even air-gap deployments. Typically, when you would like to deploy these AI services and you don't necessarily have the engineering expertise behind it, which many public industries won't have, they would be forced to deploy on the cloud. And so, they really had the options to them that were available. Okay, which cloud do we go with? How can we evaluate the security? Here, the options have now shifted. Now you can deploy on-prem. You can choose exactly where you like to have your data processed. And all of the benefits for the cloud, which again, we discussed previously with the 3 clicks, the easy monitoring, we can give this to you in a software stack. So you don't have to go to the cloud anymore. You can bring the cloud to you. And that's, I think, really going to be integral, like you said, in this current political climate. We're going to see a lot more shifts to on-prem.
Great. And by the way, I had a question. It's related to major announcement you made recently. Well, I know that Gcore has a strategic partnership with Nokia, which is a leading tech company in Europe. Could you please tell us more?
Yeah, sure. So I think I'd like to refer back to what Jensen talks about with the 5-layer cake. So with Nokia's advanced network fabric, we're baking that into our 5-layer cake. Nokia has been a trusted industry partner for a very long time. They provide very advanced network solutions. We're baking that into our cake with Gcore software layer on top, and we're allowing the end user to access this, with ease, with a few clicks. And with our partnership with TD, we're really going to be exposing this to markets around the world.
Now we're ready. I think hopefully your team's ready. What is your strategy and your plans to enable your teams to bring that technology, the area software to your partners and your customers?
So this is a brand new field for us to bring a solution like this into into each of the markets that we're working on with Gcore. And for our TD SYNNEX teams, we're there to help scale, to help enable, to help make the connections between what's available today and how partners can take things from Gcore and accelerate their AI pipeline faster. So I'll say that's one of the main key factors.
Yeah. Same question for you, Clara?
I think where Gcore's strength is truly on the engineering side. We have a great team of engineers and of course a great marketing team, but TD truly is a very global company with wide reach. Our tech speaks for itself. I have no doubt that once we start getting out there, it's going to spread like wildfire. But having a partner like TD to enable this global access, that's going to be really important for us. And this is a huge step. So thank you again for the collaboration. We're very proud to be working with TD, and we're looking forward to where this takes us.
So thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for you two to be so excited about that project. Thank you. Looking forward to the partnership.